Hello, we're back. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the CUP ESC, where we put the real and the tea into ESC from top to bottom, honey. We got there eventually.
Yeah, we eventually got there.
It's been a long day, but we're here. 24 songs
Yeah.
later, two
Oh my
semifinals,
god.
and we'll be talking about all of them.
So excited.
Yes, in case you missed it, we will be talking about the Maltese national selection.
Yeah.
A strong selection.
Yeah, shockingly this year we have a really a good amount of songs that are good. I like most of these songs, which is wild. It's
Yeah,
wild.
I could definitely say the same. Like it's a big step up from the last few years. So
Yeah.
yes, great job, Malta. Um I am Anissa Long, also known as Sam DMV, also known as Sam de Monteverde. Uh I'm a person from Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Scarborough, if you want to be specific. Oh, Burn, if you want to be more specific than that. Um, I also happen to be Filipino Canadian, and trans non-binary, and 5'3", mentally unstable and stuff. And in my lovely cup mug, you can get your very own at lanagcreations.etsy.com. Or if I can pull it up real quick. No, never mind. Okay, too lazy for that. Uh, instead of cup mug. Oh, here we go.
You got it. You got it.
If it's killing you slow, instead of cup mug, you can get a cup bottle. Cup
There you go.
bottle.
There you go.
There we go. Um, I have coconut water. I think I mentioned that earlier, but I forgot.
No, you didn't, but you know what? That's fine. Um, Hola, I am Eduardo, the Mexican representative of this podcast. I'm here to talk shit and get hit. As I said, I am so excited to be talking about the Maltese selection because there's a good amount of songs that I enjoy. This is exciting. This is great. This is going to be so much fun. And today I'm drinking green tea, not sponsored by any company, so I will not be mentioning who made this.
Work. And in case you missed it a couple seconds ago or a minute ago, again, like I mentioned, we're talking about the Maltese national selection this year. Again, very strong
Yes.
selection. Um, let's just get into it. First
Yes.
song up.
Okay.
Oh, yes. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Um, hit the bell so you're the first to get our notifications on our future postings. You can also subscribe and do all the fun stuff on our other channels: the Cup Ringside, the Cup TV, the Cup Reality. Uh,
Mhm. We
yeah,
cover drag rally, television, wrestling, everything. We cover everything that you could think of mostly. So go check us
yeah.
out everywhere.
And we also do have a Patreon, so feel free to hop on that if you will.
We're planning on a lot of stuff over there. We're working on a lot of stuff there. And some of it will also be Eurovision. So if you're only here for Eurovision, you can still join.
Yes. Okay, now that we have that out the way, let's get into the first song. Um,
Yes.
Malta's weird. They're doing this thing of like announcing the first and the last song
Yes.
in running
So,
order for each national for each semifinal, excuse me.
yeah. So what we will be doing is we will be going through each semifinal, I think. Uh, and we will, the only order that we have is who goes first and who goes last. So that's, you will only see that discrepancy. Everything else will be in alphabetical order. So that means that we are starting with Mark Anthony Bartolo with Hideaway. And Lisa, what do you think? What?
So Mark Anthony Bartolo is a lovely viewer of ours. I know that he left a comment 3 years ago, excuse me, um, when we talked about his song Serenity.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
Obviously, it wasn't our cup of tea. But actually, this kind of is. He's been stepping it up the past few years. He's been improving a lot. Um
Mm,
yeah, I can actually say like I'm a fan of this song.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's that's fair. I want to like it a lot more than I do. I think it's interesting, and I think Mark Anthony has a really interesting and nice vocal because the vocal has some rasp and some gravel to it, and I do enjoy it, but I do prefer when he goes a little bit lighter and a little bit softer. Um, it has a really nice guitar opening. It's like really pretty. Um, I feel like Mark Anthony should go into like country music. I feel like his voice would do really well to do like something country-esque. I don't know why, but when I was listening to the song, I felt like if Mark Anthony chose to do country like for the rest of his music career, I would support it because he just has that kind of vocal that I think would do well with country. This is just, unfortunately for me, a song that just there's nothing wrong about it, but it's just not particularly for me. I want to like it more than I do, but there's things about it that I do enjoy.
Yeah. No. For me it's just I guess I have a, a bit of a bias because of like I've listened to like his last few and his past few entries since 2022. Um and I see like how much he's been improving over time.
Yeah,
Um
that's
I
fair.
feel like with every year he enters, he's finding himself a lot more as an artist, as a singer, as a musician. Um, with that being said, this doesn't feel as competitive, but I still really like this
Uh-huh.
song.
I agree.
I
Yeah.
think that's the main thing.
Well, we will see if Mark Anthony makes it to the final of
Yes.
MESC, but we will now be moving on to Adria Twins with, oh my God, how do you say this?
Alb. Uh,
Alma Al?
yeah, I believe the Q is silent. I don't know. But that's what I heard.
Okay.
Because I ended up like seeing the video with the words on it too.
Mhm. Yes,
So
yes, yes.
yes, nice voices, nice unison. Um, well produced. I love this like quiet falsetto moment we get at the end of each chorus.
Yes, yes.
I don't know why. Despite all the good stuff I said, I'm struggling connecting with it. I don't know if
Mhm.
it's just me.
No, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, I've seen how well it's received by others.
Mhm.
I'm not saying it's a bad song on my end. I just there's something about it that I'm not connecting with.
Mhm. Yeah, I have to agree. Like this is a nice song that I enjoy, but for me, there's something about it that's missing, and I really don't know where it is. It has like I really like the piano in the intro, and I'm guessing they're singing in Maltese, and I will always appreciate that. It's a nice emotional ballad, but I don't think it's reinventing the wheel. But you don't really have to reinvent the wheel when you're doing stuff like this. And so it's like a nice song overall. The voices are really great together. They sound beautiful together. Um, I wish the verses had a little bit more substance and a little bit more dynamics that
Mhm.
they do. Um, it's a nice entry, and it could be like a safe entry, but it's good nonetheless. But I am definitely agreeing with you where there's like a connection missing here.
Yeah. I guess what it might be, this might play a factor into it,
Mhm.
but given that there's two two of them, right?
Yeah.
So I guess I was hoping for like a bit of harmony, but we
Mhm.
got none of we didn't get much of that.
Yeah.
It was
I
just they're singing the same thing throughout the entire thing, and I guess I kind of expected more.
that's fair. Yeah. No, I absolutely see where you're coming from, but
I say this as a twin who um who knows how to harmonize and knows how to do like second and third voice with my brother.
yeah.
So yes.
Yeah, we just needed a little bit more of that. That would have definitely elevated it a little bit more. Okay. Moving
Next,
on, we have Dre Curmi with Te Amo. What do we think?
this is very the first thing I thought of. This is very Aiden Kassar quoted. This made me think of Aiden Kassar a lot.
Okay.
Um, I don't know how to feel about that. Like, I like the vibes and stuff. Um,
Mhm.
there's a lot of production on his voice.
Yeah.
There's a lot of production on his voice for my liking. Um, it's somewhat catchy. It's decently catchy, actually.
Mhm.
Um, it's not my favorite though.
Okay, I have to agree with you. It's definitely in the lower end for me, unfortunately, this song. Um, when I started listening to the song, I immediately felt like it was generic, unfortunately. Like I was hit with the wave of like generic, I think. Like I don't know what other word to use because it's not particularly safe either. It feels more like something that I've listened to on the radio like a couple of years ago.
Right.
Like it feels like a tropical summer song that I would listen to on the radio once I'm going to Acapulco. Um, I think the pronunciation of the Spanish is actually pretty good, so I will give him that. Um, I feel like the lyrics are slightly bland and unoriginal, which kind of pisses me off. I don't know. It just feels a little bit lazy for me, which kind of takes like makes me not like it that much.
Yeah. Yeah, I very much agree with all of that. I'm very curious as to how this is gonna sound live.
Yeah, with the songs that are this produced, it can go one of two ways. You can either match it and sound really well, or you can screw it up real hard and you can sound wildly like bad and it just doesn't go with the song. And
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess we will see. But
Yeah.
so far, I'm not that into it.
I'm not as into it either.
Well, let's move on to another song. Let's move on to Haley with Whistleblower.
I think this is a bop. This is a
Okay.
bop. Um now I I, I love the difference between what she submitted last year and this year.
Mhm,
Of like we get this like power ballad last year. Um but vocally she dialed it back this year.
mhm,
And now it's very much like in the pocket of like of the music. I don't know. Like and also her voice is very colorful in this. She has a
mhm.
she showcases that like mid-range tone very well. Um I don't know. I just think this is a really cool song.
Yeah, I think you like it a little bit more than I do, but I definitely still like it. Like when I heard this, I was like, "Oh, this is about to be an iconic disaster bop," and I'm ready for it. I really enjoy the beat and the whistling that's in the song, and I wish there was a little bit more than just "lay lay lace" in the chorus. But it has a nice beat and it's nice, and it's safe and it's nothing that particularly super unique. But it's kind of funny, so I don't really hate it. Like I still like it. And I agree with you. The vocals are really nice. It's really colorful, and she has that really nice long note at the end, which I really enjoyed as well. So
Actually,
there's,
that was my one thing. I think what was there was good, but I think
uh
there could be more. She could do like a
I
run.
agree. Yeah, I do think she could also ad lib a little bit more
Yep. A
because
la
she
Sarah
has the vocal part.
Bonici.
Yes, absolutely. If she went full Sarah Bonici, I feel like it could definitely work.
Yep.
But I guess she chose not to do that. But yeah, so far I like it, but like it feels a little bit safe. But I think it's kind of funny, and I'm excited to see it being performed live.
Yes. I'm a big fan of this. Great job, Haley.
Good job, Haley.
Up next, we have Justine Shorfid with "Still I Rise."
Uh-huh.
Thoughts?
Okay. Um, I really enjoyed this song. I really enjoyed this song. It has a really dramatic intro, and like she has a very rich vocal, which I love. I am living for it. these lyrics are nothing to write home about particularly, but I still enjoy it and it's still a nice listen to me. The instrumentals are really nice, and I could see how it could have some like inspiration from the code because I'm always on the lookout to see which people take inspiration from the past winner, and I see some inspiration here in the instrumental, which I don't mind. I think it still works. I think it's nice. She does some nice, lovely long notes, and then she does a whistle note near the end, which I think was really well done. Um, if those long notes and that whistle note are hit live, it could definitely be a moment.
Hmm.
I really, really enjoy the song. There's a lot about this that I really, really enjoy.
Yeah, absolutely. Um, I feel like you like this song better than I do.
Uh-huh.
But I'm not saying I don't like it. Um, I don't love it.
That's fair.
Um, she's got a very cool voice.
Hmm.
I love that we're getting this kind of contralto moment, this like low range at the start. And then towards the end, we get a lot more of that upper range, and she goes for that whistle note, like you mentioned. Um, I just think towards the end, it like after that whistle note moment, it gets a bit off the rails. She kind of falls out of that pocket. It gets a bit messy for me. And also I could have felt like it could have been a bit more substantial. Like it needed to me it
Uh-huh.
needed a bit more substance.
Yeah, as I said, like for me, that's my thing with the lyrics. The lyrics need a little bit more substance for me to enjoy it even more, but I still enjoyed it and I still like it.
Yeah,
So, but
yeah,
I definitely see where you're coming from and I understand. And hopefully, once she does it live, she's able to kind of stay in the pocket
yeah.
after that whistle note. But we will see.
We'll see.
Okay, moving on, we have JBF with Festa, No Time for Siesta.
I'm okay. So this is on the. I'm so back and forth with this, and I like it, but not because of reasons I should like it. I
Okay.
don't know. I don't. That sounded like I have a weird relationship with the song.
Okay.
I just like it's fun. I
Mhm.
see that. It could definitely use a bit more substance. Um,
Absolutely.
I love. There are elements I love, like the backing
Mhm.
vocals at the beginning.
Mhm.
Um, them doing three-part harmony. I actually was living for that.
Yeah.
The rap was cute until the ah 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 ah.
Mhm. Yeah.
Um, other than that, I'm like that. All I really have to say is it's fun, but it's not like competitive.
Yeah. Yeah. When I was listening to this, I was like, wait, do I like this? I think I like this. I don't know. I was confused as well. I think I'm leaning towards more to the kinda like side than to the not like. I think it has a really dramatic instrumental and like they do have good vocals and when they use them together they sound really nice. Unfortunately, I agree with you. It is not competitive enough to really go to Eurovision, but I truly am shocked by how much there is to like about this song because there's not a lot of substance in this song, but with the little bit of substance that it has a lot of fun with it. And I don't know, I enjoy it and I will always support a throuple, so I support them. You know,
Yes,
so
yes, yes. I'm all for tuples.
I'm all for thruples, and so therefore I feel like I need to support JBF. So shout out, love you. Anyways, yeah, I don't know. I think I feel similarly to you when it comes to like this song. It feels weird. Like I
Yes.
like it, but I kind of feel like it's weird. I don't know.
Up next, we have Kristy Spiteri with Heaven Sent.
Ah,
Now, now,
bitch.
Kristy. Now, Kristy. So you mentioned like you were looking for songs that gave like the code. This song has a bunch of that,
I
but
agree.
in its own way, where it's like, oh, it's not copying the code, but there are similarities.
Yes.
I love this song. I am a
Okay, good.
huge fan of this song. Literally, all my notes are like capitalized. Because I said, oh, that's a voice. Verbatim, I will read my phone. Oh, that's a voice. Love this intro. This is dramatic.
Mhm.
Yes, opera incorporated. Uh, that's a climax. Um,
Yeah,
yeah,
I agree with everything there. Yeah,
yeah. No, I'm in love with the song. I I'm scared, but also I have belief that she can do this live.
yeah, yeah. I agree with you.
I I I need those opera notes to be hit live. I need
Mhm.
that big belt to be hit at the end live. Um, yeah, I just think this has a lot of potential
Yeah,
to represent at Eurovision.
I agree. I agree. Absolutely. I also really, really, really like the song. I love this song so much. Uh, yeah, when I heard this, I was immediately like, okay, it obviously took a lot of inspiration from the code because there's a lot of electronic parts about the song mixed with operatic sound as well, which is very similar to what the code did. But it took it and it made its own spin on it, which I really, really appreciated. I like what you said. It wasn't a copy; it was its own take on it. So I like that. It has a really nice electronic beat intro and throughout, which I really enjoyed. Her
Mhm.
vocals are absolutely insane. The operatic notes are wild. They are wild. The chorus is really nice. The whistle notes that she's able to hit are also insane. If she's able to hit all of those live, it will be a huge moment that I will love. It's still a girl bop. Malta has had a lot of girl bops, and but this was has something elevated about it. Not to say that Sarah Bonici didn't elevate her own song, but it's really, really elevated, and it's still different enough for me to really enjoy it because I was scared of Malta singing another girl bop to Eurovision,
Mhm.
but I think it's unique enough, and I think it's elevated enough for it to stand on its own. This one gave me chills. This one gave me full body chills.
Literally,
I loved it.
yeah, literally upon first listen, I'm going through it, and literally, my jaw was like on the floor by the time it ended. I needed time to breathe by the end of this song, and I mean that in the best way possible. I
Oh,
remember I said
absolutely.
that about Mama Shch, uh, but not in a good way.
Yeah, Mama Street, you also need to like pause everything and take a break after listening to that song, but for bad reasons.
Yeah,
For this one, it's
this
for
is
good
the
reason.
opposite. I need to take a break and just take in all the greatness I have just listened to.
Yeah, fully. I agree.
Clearly, we could go on about this, but there are a lot of other songs we need to talk about,
Yes,
um,
yes, yes.
such as Marie Claire with Wildflower.
Okay, here we go. Another ballad. Let's go. Okay, so the instrumental is nice, but I feel like it's slightly uninteresting. I feel like we need to have more moments with the choir. Like the moments where the choir came
Mm,
in were really, really nice. But I think if we had more of them, it would have been a lot better. Like I would prefer that the whole chorus, the choir was singing along with Marie Claire. I feel like that would elevate the song a little bit. I don't know. It's. I feel
I
like there's something missing there. Um,
yeah, I could agree with that actually. I just
but
think
the whistle notes are impressive.
yes, the high notes are great. The runs are cool. Um, I solid contralto voice.
Mhm.
I just think it could use a lot more pocket.
Mhm.
There were some
Maybe that's it.
times in the song where I felt like at points she was like rushing a bit.
Mhm. Yes.
Um, but she has like a really cool voice, and I really hope that she nails this live. Um, it'll also it just doesn't feel as like competitive as like other songs.
I agree.
But like it's cute. She's a good
It's
singer.
yeah, she's a good singer. I would like to see her come back another year with something a lot more interesting because I think she could do really well.
I
I feel
feel like
like
she could do something as grand as Heaven Sent.
I agree. I agree. I feel like she just needs to find the right song to really show off that beautiful vocal that she has, and she will be set. So that's why I
Yeah.
said I want her to come back another year with a song as good as Heaven Sent,
Hmm.
and like really show us what she's able to do with that voice.
Yep.
Well, let's move on from Marie Claire and go to Matthew with Control. Okay, so once we got to the chorus, I saw that we had potential. I saw some potential once we hit the chorus,
Yes.
but it took a while to get there, unfortunately. Uh, like if the whole song sounded the way that the chorus sounds, it would be a really nice and like hard song. But unfortunately, we don't have that. We have like a very weird middle of the road song. The vocals overall, I think, are actually kind of nice. But I do prefer when he adds that gravel to his voice. I think that's when he sounds best. Uh,
Hmm.
I feel like the verses feel a little bit disconnected to the chorus, and I honestly don't really care for any of the verses, which is unfortunate, right? Like, I get making the chorus the best part of your song, most people do, but I should still care and still like your verses. And unfortunately, here I find myself not really caring that much for the verse.
Yeah. I pretty much agree with everything you said. Um, I I also think I I love the screaming, the growliness, the growl in the chorus. Um, but then he incorporates it in the bridge, and that's where I was like lost with it too.
Yeah, that's also fair.
Like you know how sometimes they say like too much of a good thing isn't good.
Yeah,
I feel like I can plug that in
yeah.
with this.
He
Um,
needs a song in which he's able to maintain that gravelly vocal all throughout, but it still not be too much.
yeah, I think his main thing is for me. I just feel a disconnect between the growling voice and the normal voice.
I agree. Yes.
Also, there on his normal voice there could be less production on there. Um, because it sounds very produced.
Yeah. Maybe it's because he thinks better when he's gravelly. I don't know, girl. We there's potential, but only
There
in the
is
chorus.
potential.
Come back with a different song, with a better song. I believe in you, Matthew.
Yes, you got this.
You got
Um,
this, Matthew.
Up next we have Raquela with Silenced.
Okay. Um, so nice piano. She like just really, really nice piano overall. She has like a nasally vocal, like a little bit nasally, but it works. It's not like a bad nasally. It's like it works because it's unique to her, and I
Hmm.
think she sounds good with that voice, even if it does sound a little bit nasally. I think the song needed a little bit more dramatics in the first verse, and like the second verse seems like to really make up for that first verse where it was a lot more stripped back. Uh, she has she has some really nice long notes. Um, Lyrically, it's slightly lacking for me, but you know what? It could be worse. And yet again, that really nice long note that she has near the end is really nice, and I really like that. So if she can maintain that like note live, she'll have a moment.
Yeah. I guess I can agree on a lyrical standpoint. On a vocal on a sonic standpoint, I just feel like it's a very well done female ballad.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's got a great voice. I love how dramatic it is. I think, like you mentioned, it could be there could be even more. I think it. I also enjoyed the big notes she goes for as well. I think she hits those really nicely, and I hope she does it live. She's able to do it live again. I just think, yeah, this is one of my perfectly solid ones.
That's fair. Yeah. That's absolutely fair. Okay, let's move on to the next one, which is Victoria with Juno. Okay. I really like this song. I really like this song. It has a very dramatic beginning. Victoria has really nice vocals. This song I think builds nicely, and the drop, once it drops, it is satisfying, because you know how some songs like keep building and building and building, and then once the drop comes, it's a little bit underwhelming. This one doesn't have that. This one has a satisfying drop once the build happens. She has nice long notes that she's able to maintain. If she's able to do that live, that would be nice as well. The song that is definitely this is definitely gonna have a dance break. This is absolutely gonna have a dance break. Honestly, this is just right up my alley. This is just right up my alley. I really like the high notes as well. I'm living honestly. Like, I really enjoy this song. There's a lot of this that I like. There's a lot of this that I enjoy. It's a good song. I like it.
Yeah, no, I really like this too. She's got a lot of power in her voice, especially shown well in that chorus. There are a bit of like minor tweaks, that could use some work. I think one moment that kind of throws me off is that kind of big note she goes for, mainly because it starts from so low.
Oh, fair.
Otherwise, I think this is an amazing song.
Okay. Good. I'm glad we're somewhat on the same page here.
Yeah. I just have my critiques, that's all.
That's fair. That's absolutely fair. I absolutely understand. You know a lot more about like vocal range and everything than I do, so it makes sense.
So, moving on to our closer of the first semifinal, Kurt Calleja with Aziza. So he did compete previously in 2012 or 2013, so somewhere around there.
I would not know. I'm
With the
sorry.
song "This Is My Night," and this is also not to be confused with the Kurt Calleja from last year, who god awful song "Misunderstood." So this is the actual Kurt Calleja that had previously competed in Eurovision, not the one with the bad song last year.
Okay.
So the first thing I thought of is do you remember the song "Ooh La La" by Hunter Falls?
Not particularly, I'm sorry.
So that was in the Belgian selection in 2023.
Okay.
Sadly got last place, but I beg to differ that it deserved that. But like, I don't think it deserved it, because I actually really like that song. It gave me very similar vibes to that.
Okay.
He's got an amazing pocket. But that's really all I can say about the song. You know, he's got a nice voice, but it doesn't go a lot of places. And the key change does absolutely nothing for me.
I agree, yeah. Well, the first thing I wrote down is nothing about the song, it's just the way that he looks. I wrote down, whose divorced father is this and why is he an MESC? Anyways, moving on. I like the dress. Whose divorced father is this? Anyways.
Yeah, I saw a lot of comments on that being like, oh, nothing about the song, but he looks like a bear daddy now. And I was like, okay.
He looks like a single father on the prowl looking. Anyways. Uh,
Sure.
anyways, I like the dramatics of the instrumentals of this song. I unfortunately don't really care for the vocals. They don't really do anything for me. Like, it's not that I don't like it, but it's just like it doesn't. Like, I'm failing to connect with the vocal here. And I'm also not a big fan of whispering in songs. So that's another hit against this song, unfortunately.
Right.
Um, I don't know. It I it feels safe. I almost want to use the word generic, but it kind of feels like it isn't. So maybe the correct word is safe. It feels safe.
I think I could say the same. It feels safe.
There you go. Okay. Yeah, it's just this is just not for me, unfortunately. But Kurt, you look nice. That's for sure.
You look good, yeah.
You look good, girl. You look
Nice to
good.
see nice to see you again after so long. Um Up next, opener of semifinal 2, we have Kelsey Bellante
There
with
you go.
365.
What an opener, honestly.
This
What
is an
an opener.
opener. Yeah, yeah.
That's wild. Uh, I don't know how I feel about the song. First of all, love the coat that she's wearing in the video. She looks great.
Oh yeah. Yeah, she looks amazing.
That fur coat, damn. Anyways, she has a really nice vocal. I really like it. Unfortunately, this kind of like rap girl bop is just not something for me, unfortunately. I do appreciate like the rapping. I think she does it well, and I think she like is able to like have good diction while like rapping. Um, it's just not for me. She literally says it in the lyric list. No, it ain't for me now, and that's kind of how I feel about this song. Um, like there's stuff about this that I like, and I can see how a lot of people would really, really enjoy this. Unfortunately, it's just not for me. That's the only problem. It's just not for me.
Fair, fair. No, I'm a fan of this,
Mhm.
but it's not my favorite. Like
Okay.
it's good, but I don't know. She's got a great voice, amazing range. I love her runs.
Mhm.
The rapping I thought was kind of cute. Um, I just think there it felt a bit too electronic for my liking.
Okay.
I think my issue is just that the music itself was not my cup of tea.
That's fair. I think I agree with that. That would make sense as to
Yeah.
why I failed to connect. Yeah. Hmm. I hadn't thought about that. Anyways, okay. Let's move on to Krista with Unheard.
She's got a nice voice.
That's for sure.
I think the background vocals I actually really enjoyed a lot. Um, I though this the second half of it kind of threw me off because then we get into this like rock switch up all of a sudden, and then we have another switch up towards the end of that.
Mhm.
Um, I don't know. I just think the song felt a bit messy for me
Fair.
on a production standpoint, but I think if we just stuck with one instrumental throughout the entire song, it would have been fine.
That's fair. I definitely think I like this more than you do. I don't know what it is about it but that I enjoy more. Like, there are these songs that you feel like you shouldn't care for as much as you do, but you just like them for some reason. That's one of these for me. Like, in theory, is it simple and is it like reinventing the wheel? No, but like, do I like it? Yes. Why? No clue. It's a ballad. It's nice. She has a really nice vocal. I don't know why, but in the slower parts, she kind of was reminding me of Olivia Rodrigo. Uh,
A
I don't know.
bit.
She has that slight vibe, and of course that this is a compliment to her vocal. But when she goes slower, it kind of reminded me of that. it has dramatics, but it doesn't go crazy with it, which I think I appreciate that restraint of not going full crazy all the time. Uh, I think she has some really nice long notes, especially that one near the end. And it could be a moment yet again. I'm curious overall to the staging. I'm really, really
Mhm.
curious to see how this will be staged
Yeah,
because I feel like if it's staged badly, it will go down for me quite a bit. But if it's staged properly, it could go up a little bit more. But
right.
overall, I enjoy this song more than I think I should, you know? But I like it. It's good. There's something about this that I like.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
Up next, we have Kelsey Attard with Love Me Loud.
Oh Lord. Okay. That oh Lord wasn't for this song. I was just trying to find it. Anyways, uh, first things first. I need my girl to take one step away from the mic. Just one step away from the mic. Just one. Just stand slightly further away from the mic, please, girl. Please, I am begging you. The vocals are nice. It's cute. Yet again, it's not something new, unfortunately. This, I think, for me, would be my perfectly solid award. Like, there's nothing wrong about any of this song, but it doesn't do much for me either. So it just is somewhere here in the middle where, like, is anything about this bad? Not really. Will I go out of my way to listen to the song again? Yet again, not really. So I guess this is my perfectly solid award.
I guess I can agree with that as well. Um, one of the first YouTube comments I saw in this video was that it was very Vampire by Olivia Rodrigo.
Mm, actually, yeah, I can
Like
see.
melodically, you get into the some of the chromatics. It's very Vampire by Olivia Rodrigo.
Yeah.
Um, she's got a solid voice. She's got a really
Mhm.
good voice. Um, I just think the song itself doesn't do her much as justice as it may for other people.
Yeah.
Um, I think my big issue was with it was the way it ended. I wasn't a fan
Mm,
of the way it ended.
fair. Yeah.
Um, yeah, that's really about it. I don't. It wasn't bad, but I think those are some things I would improve on personally.
Yeah. I agree with that. Everything makes like I yeah. Okay. Let's move on to
A
a
very
better song.
anticipated song.
Yeah. Everyone is probably here to hear us talk about Kant with by Miriana.
Miriana
Miriana.
Conte.
Miriana Conte with Kant. Um,
Do re mi fa so so serving Kant.
I was
I
literally
mean,
gonna like when I saw this title, I was like, I'm gonna make a joke that she's serving Kant,
she already
and
does
she
it
did
in the
it.
song. I mean, do we
And
need
she,
to make that joke?
but yeah, but that's why I literally wrote all in caps. I was gonna jokingly say that she was serving Kant, and she said it in the song.
Like a bunch of times. But I love it. I love this. This
Okay,
is
good.
it's like perfectly like campy, but also this is a bop.
Mhm. I
Like this is
agree.
very like uh uh this is very like I don't know. This is very fun. She's got an amazing voice, but we
Yes.
knew that from last year as well.
Mhm.
Um, love this vibe. I think I was very much reeled in at the first second where she's rapping, and then she ends it with that too. I
Mhm.
I love this. I really
Yeah.
love this.
Yeah, once it started, I wrote down like some stuff like, "Oh, this has a really nice beat. The instrumental is nice, vocals are nice, and they hit hard." But then we get to the chorus. We get to the chorus, and I lose my damn mind. I lose my damn mind and I start just writing like a crazy person. Like, oh my god, this is iconic. I love it. She's a gay icon.
She
Just
is. She truly is. With that, that the black cat suit or whatever she's wearing.
she looked good.
The body was bodying.
The body was body. She's really pretty. Damn.
She's very pretty.
Yes. I feel like sending this to Eurovision would be really fun and funny as well because the gays would love it.
Oh
The
yeah.
gays would love it. And we know that, let's be so honest, we all make jokes about it. Petra literally made a joke about it last year. Most of the people watching this Eurovision are LGBTQ, and a lot of gay men like this show. So sending this would like just be appealing to your audience. You just know who's watching, and I would respect that a lot as well. I
I
feel like
was
this could
sorry.
make the final in a all televote. I think the televote would really like this. I don't know
Yeah.
about the jury, but the televote, the televote would go wild for this.
Yeah, I feel like if this was staged a la Because of You by Gustav, I feel like
Absolutely.
this could do very well. Like we need a Maltese ballroom legend to
Yes.
yeah to do some backup to back her up
Yeah.
and do some like catwalk and voguing and stuff and duck
She
walk.
just really needs to lean into the gayness of it all. Like
Yes.
she just needs to really
I
like
mean,
if
I think she knows, and I think she's doing her best. Given the
absolutely.
video where she's fully doing like
Yeah, she's snogging. And like I think she
jogging.
knows. I agree. I think she knows and hopefully she is able to keep this energy with the staging. But overall, I really like it. If this were to be sent to Eurovision, I think Malta could make the final.
Oh yes, I agree. Um, Also, this is number one in the voting on Eurovision World,
Yeah,
the top song.
we have talked about two of the top three songs. There's clearly like three songs that could go to Eurovision. One of them being Heaven Sent, this one, and then another one that we will talk about later.
Yeah,
But yeah, this is definitely a strong contender to go to Eurovision.
very strong contender.
Mhm. It would be
Great
fun.
year, Miriana.
We love you, Miriana.
We love you. Up next, we have Martina Borg with Yo Listen.
Oh, listen.
I like
Okay.
this.
Okay, good. I'm not
Yeah,
the only one.
I was like, okay, no, for me, I thought I wasn't going to,
Uh-huh.
but I really like this.
Mhm.
I don't
Okay,
know. This
good.
is very much like the vibe is very much up my alley. Um, the I think out of all the songs, she's got a groove that is unmatched.
Yeah, she's really cool. Like if I were to see her down like walk down the street, I would be like, oh, that girl is really cool.
Yep.
Like she just has that really cool energy, and I really like that. Um,
Um,
over,
that's
go ahead.
really all I have about this song, though.
Fair.
I, I just she's got a cool voice. I just
Mhm.
think she needs to showcase that more. So
I agree.
I think we need to see everything she can do with her voice.
I agree. Yes. I literally wrote down like I think she could really go crazy with the vocals, and it could still work.
Yeah,
Like she
yeah,
could go crazy with the high notes, and like she could ad lib a lot more, and it would still work. I think she has a really nice vocal, and the song has a really nice beat as well. I wish the chorus did hit a little bit harder. I will say that, but
yeah.
overall, I think it's a fun song with fun dynamics. And as I said, the only two critiques that I really have is make the chorus hit harder and really go crazy with the ad libbing because you could really get away with it, especially with a voice that she has. With this voice, she could really get away with it.
Hmm. Up next, we have Dariana Bazina and Jeppy with. Oh, sorry, Jeppy. Imuni with Jajlia. Sure, we're gonna go with that.
Sure.
Or options.
Okay.
Uh, I like. Okay, so they had me at the beginning, right?
Okay.
I love how this starts. It's a cool vibe, actually.
Mhm.
I think we need more of this. In Eurovision, like always.
Mhm.
It goes nowhere.
Mhm.
It
Yeah.
is.
There
It
you go.
stays at a perfect 75 throughout the entire song.
Mhm. Yeah. I wrote down something very similar because immediately, like, I immediately am very interested when once I hear the voice, like once I hear his voice, who I'm guessing is Dario. I'm really, really interested, but then it falls off really quickly after this intro. Um, the instrumentals are nice, uh, and the main vocals and the instrumentals, unfortunately for me, felt a little bit disconnected. And I really, really like the instrumentals. So honestly, whoever the backup singer or the feature is, I feel like they should have been the main vocalist. Oh no. Oh no.
I don't. Yeah, sure. Um,
I don't know because like the parts that I liked were the parts that I'm guessing were Seppi. So if it was just him, maybe I would like the song more. I don't know.
maybe. I don't know.
This song is weird. I don't know.
Up next, we have Nathan with Concrete.
Concrete. Uh, that meme of the plant. Concrete. Anyways,
Oh,
uh,
sure.
sure, sure, sure. Anyways, moving on. Immediately, I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued. The vocals are really, really nice, and this just has the dramatics for me. Like it's really, really dramatic, and I'm glad he's ad libbing. However, I feel like he could like even do it even more and still get away with it. This is another like Nathan has a voice that I think he could even ad lib even more than he already does and still get away with it. I really enjoyed that nice long note that's near the end. Uh, the instrumentals are really, really nice. I really enjoy them. This could be something really interesting to send to Eurovision. It would be really nice and really fun, and I think a little bit different, but not different that much different from what we've sent before.
Yeah,
It would be interesting to send this to Eurovision.
yeah. No, I really enjoyed this actually. I think it's a major improvement to from Ghost.
Mhm.
I don't remember if he sent that last year or the year before, but I remember his previous
I,
entry was Ghost,
I think
which
it was
was
last year.
okay. I just remember I really liked the song, and I think I was the only one that liked that song of the panel. Um, but he stepped it up this year.
Yeah.
It shows off his voice very well. He's got it's very powerful. I actually really enjoyed the key change. I thought the key change was
Mhm.
pretty well done. Because he made sure that not only did it just change the course of like make the song proceed, but
Yes, it
he
is.
made sure to make that like a moment.
Mhm.
um Also, in this song in particular, his voice gives me very like I don't know if usually Logan gets all my references, so
Mhm.
hopefully you do too. But this gives me Jamie Miller. I don't know if you might know him.
Okay.
Um, but yeah, he's an artist. He's a British artist. Who competed like on The Voice UK.
Mhm.
And got like third place. A very talented singer. I love him dearly. Um, but yes, I I'm a huge fan of the song. Love it.
Okay. Good. Good. I'm glad we're in a similar page. I like that. Okay. Let's move on to Stefan Galea with Lab Lab
Before
Talk
we get
Talk.
before we get into the song, I will say Stefan Galea's. Let's say he's on my "Hear Me Out" cake. You know.
Same. The really first thing I wrote down is first things first. He's pretty. He's just pretty.
Yeah, yeah. It was especially from last year. I thought it was great last. Not the song, but I thought he looked great
But
last
he
year.
was pretty. He was pretty.
He was pretty. He's beautiful.
Beautiful. Yes, absolutely. I agree.
Now, just want to preface this by saying the song was written and produced, co-written and co-produced by the one and only Mattblxck.
I don't. The spelling got me confused. I'm so sorry.
The one and only Matt Black.
Oh, this is the best thing Matt Black has ever written.
It's better than all his songs.
Better than anything he's ever written. I'm gonna be so honest.
That's crazy.
Am I lying though?
Well, I thought actually. Well, ooh. Insert kombucha girl meme. That's very much how I am with Matt Black. First of all, what is he wearing? What is this?
I don't care. He's pretty. He looks pretty wearing it. Whatever you say, sir. Yes, absolutely.
Very much same, but at the same time, I was like, "What the heck is he wearing?" Literally in my that was one of the first notes I put. I put, "What the fuck is he wearing?" And then in brackets, I put, you're such a fucking hoe." As in, I Love It by Kanye West and Lil Pump.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, back to the song. He's got a decent voice.
Mm-hmm.
That's all.
Okay, so I think we're gonna have a slight disagreement here.
Sure.
I like it. There's something about it that I like, that I enjoy
Okay.
about it. Maybe I'm just biased and I saw a pretty face and I was like, yes, whatever you say, sir. Yes, absolutely. But I don't know. There was something about it that I really enjoyed. I don't know. Is there a didgeridoo in the song? It felt like I think I heard a didgeridoo in the song. I don't know. I mean, it might be going crazy. I think I don't know. He has a nice vocal. I think it's really nice. He has a really nice and electronic instrumental as well. The part with the choir, I think, is like we would say Kant. Uh, I don't know. It's for me, it's just a really fun song overall. Like, unfortunately, my least favorite part is the chorus, which is not great, you know. But I don't know. There's something about it that I enjoy. I don't know if I like that ending as well. Um, but I feel like if we switch it, it could be good for Eurovision. I don't know.
Sure.
There's something I
Sure.
like about this song, but I feel like we need to revamp a little bit that ending and the chorus.
Yeah, this is definitely not my cup of tea. I
That's
don't know.
fair.
I'm very to me, EDM's very much a hit or miss,
Mhm.
and this felt like overload to me.
Fair.
When there's too much of it, that's where I'm like, um, I didn't get much substance from it either. Like,
Mm.
there's nothing
That's
about the
also
song other than the fact that I think he's cute. But that's a different story.
okay. Fair. Let's move on.
Let's move on.
Let's move on to Kurt with I don't know how you say this.
Oh, okay. Miek Bis.
Miek Bis. There you go. With Kurt Anthony with Miek Bis. Um,
Or With You Only.
okay.
Okay, no, I didn't know if you were gonna start with me. He's got a solid voice, actually.
Okay. Yeah, I agree there.
I love. He's got like a slight huskiness, which I really enjoy.
Hmm.
I just think this doesn't feel competitive.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
Like I guess to me, this kind of fades in to the
Mhm.
background.
Yeah, absolutely. Um, I mean, it's just another male ballad, which tends to be the type of songs that I tend to be a lot harsher on. So
Hmm.
from the very beginning, Kurt Anthony is working from the bottom up. Um, he does have a nice vocal. I will with you. I will agree with you there. Um, I just find myself bored when I'm listening to this song. I just find myself bored. Like I'm waiting for a bigger instrumental moment or for like a vocally interesting part of this song, and I'm just not getting anything from it. Like, if the best part about your song is a light beat of drums coming in somewhere near the end, there's something wrong about the song. Like, there just needs to be a lot more, especially if you want to send it to Eurovision, right?
Right.
So, it's I just unfortunately find myself bored, and if Malta were to send this to Eurovision, I feel like they would get last place. Like, I think like this is not competitive enough to like be
Yeah.
anywhere near Eurovision, unfortunately. Uh, but nice vocal, that's for sure.
Yeah. He good singer. I just think the song doesn't do him justice.
Yeah, that I will agree with that.
Yeah.
Let's move on to a better song. How about that?
Yes. The third actually
Of our top three,
of
yes.
our top three. Yeah.
We have Cantera with La La Ratataqueque, La La Ratacapú.
Hey, you nailed that. You got
I
it. You
just,
got it. La rata taqueque, la rata kaboom.
yes, I just kind of sang it in my brain and I was like, okay, La La Ratataqueque, La La Ratacapú. Okay, there you go.
There we go. Um, this is very different from Malta. At least from the recent years.
All right,
I'm not
uh-huh.
too well versed on what they've sent like before 2000, let's say. Um, I think this is cool.
Yeah.
This gives very like televote winner energy.
Yes, absolutely. Uh, I was gonna say this kind of gives me the vibe of Estonia last year,
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
somewhat, but I feel
Somewhat.
like this would do better.
I think this would definitely do better than this
Then
than this.
there's Narcoviscovest, even Milai. We don't know nothing about these drugs. We don't know nothing about
We
these
we
drugs.
we
There you
don't
go.
we don't know
We
about
really don't know anything about these drugs. There you go. That's what it was.
yes. Um, it has like a certain je ne sais quoi about it.
Mhm. No, that's Herb York, but okay.
You know what I mean, Eduardo? But like I don't know, it just has that it factor
Mhm.
for me.
Yes.
And I didn't think I'd be saying that with this song.
Mhm. Yeah, it's a weird one for sure. I I think with folk, it's either you get it or you don't, right?
Yeah.
Like you either like listen to it and you're like, oh, this is just the kind of folk that I like, or you listen to it and you're just like, no, this is not the folk that I like. And fortunately, this is the kind of folk that I do tend to enjoy. I like the fluid and I like this mix of folk with electronic. The main vocalist, whoever they are, sounds really good.
Hmm.
It's a good song. Like you said, this would be very different than anything Malta has said in the past couple of years. I have an even smaller time reference. I've only like really know from 2009 around.
Sure.
So like anything around that time, they haven't said anything that's anywhere similar to this. So I think it would be a fun risk to send this to Eurovision. I think the instrumentals are great. I think the vocals are great. Overall, this is a fun song that I think could be really, really interesting and a fun like risk to take for Malta. It's it's interesting. I like it.
Yeah.
I like this song.
And I feel like the cherry on top of it is the fact that it's got a key change.
Yeah. They know they're in Eurovision. They know they had it. So
Yes.
they're playing to their audience yet again.
Yeah, again.
Yet again. There you go. Okay. Let's move on from La La Ratataqueque, La La Ratakaboom to another song. Let's talk about The Alchemist with Rubble and Stone.
This gives me very much all Back to My Roots by Jay Smith.
Mhm.
From Melfest last year.
Yes.
It's a solid country pop ballad.
Mhm.
Oh yes, this is my pick of the selection. Congratulations, The Alchemist, on getting my personal Perfectly Inoffensive award.
There you go.
But I mean that in the best way possible, because this isn't a bad song at all.
Mhm. No, yeah, I can see how like why you would give it a perfectly solid award.
No, not solid. Inoffensive.
Inoffensive. There you go. Inoffensive.
Yes.
Mine is perfectly solid. Yours is perfectly inoffensive.
Yes.
There
Yes.
you
No,
go.
that's a cup staple. That's a cup staple. The Perfectly Inoffensive. Yeah. I just, he's got a solid voice.
Mhm.
Otherwise, there's nothing really about this song that stands out to me aside from the vibes and the voice.
Fair. Uh, I think I like this quite a bit more than you do. Um, I don't know. There's something about it. Yet again, I find myself in this situation where you kind of don't really like mind the song, and I like it a lot more than you do. Um, I don't know. It has a nice guitar, a nice beat opening to it. The main vocalist, whoever they are, sounds really, really nice. I really like their vocals. The chorus is really nice and it has like really good dynamics to it. Uh, I don't know. I think what I like most about this is that it feels very nostalgic to me for some reason. There's
Mm-hmm.
something about this that feels nostalgic. Like I don't know what it is. But this would be something really interesting to send to Eurovision. And honestly, I'm kind of shocked by how much I like it because I don't tend to like kind of like country or like songs.
Right.
But there's something about this that I do quite enjoy. And I think it's just the fact that it just reminds me of something, but I don't know what it is. It just brings me back to
Yeah.
another time. So maybe that's why I like it more. But yeah, I like it. It's cute.
I just think I like it. I just think there's other songs I like more than this.
Oh, yeah, I agree with that as well. But like, I don't know. I there's something about it that I really enjoy.
Yeah, sure.
Anyways, let's move on to our last one. Let's move on to Miguel Bonello with Breaking the Cycle.
Last year he was our crop top twink, and now he's our black tank top twink.
Hmm.
I like this.
Hmm.
Um, it's definitely an improvement from last year with Better Off Alone. Um, it's a lot better produced. I think the runs are nice. He stays in the pocket a lot better than last year. Um, excuse me. This is also one of my like perfectly solid songs. Um, I hope that like high falsetto climax.
Hmm.
I hope he's able to hit that live
Yeah,
because
I
I
hope
think
so
that
too.
could possibly be a moment.
Hmm.
Um, that's really about it.
Yeah, I have to agree with you. It's somewhere in the middle for me,
Yeah.
this song. First thing I want to say is Miguel. Hi, hello, how are you? I am
Also, on my
single.
Hear Me Out. Hi.
Anyways, hello. You can't put Hear Me Out just attractive people in your Hear Me Out cake. They're already hot. They don't need to be in your Hear Me Out cake. Anyways, uh,
Okay.
your Hear Me Out cake is supposed to be weird. Anyways,
Okay.
this man is just hot. This man is just straight up hot. Let's just
He
be so
is. He
honest.
is.
But I guess you could make it and Hear Me Out. Anyways, that's another video. He has really nice vocals. Miguel, I think, has really nice vocals. I'm shocked by how low his vocals can go because when I saw this drink and I was like, oh, this is about to be like, he's about to try to go full Ariana Grande. And I'm shocked by how low his vocals can go. But I do tend to prefer when he goes a little bit lighter. Um, I will also say that there's something about this song that I feel like it's missing.
I agree.
I much prefer the chorus than the verses. So I think there's something in the verses that's like not quite there, or I don't know. There's just something about it that's just slightly missing. The high note was really nice.
Mm-hmm.
If you can hit it live, you said it, it could really be a moment and it could be great. Yeah, uh, there's just slight details that I don't know make it feel like there's something that's not quite there yet.
Mm-hmm.
So we just need it needs a revamp. It needs some work,
Agreed.
but overall, I don't hate it. And Miguel is hot, so you can call me please and thank you. Uh, okay, so that's it. We've covered all the songs.
We have. And now we have
Oh,
come to the part of our program where we give out our points.
points. There you go.
Now,
It's fun.
we do have so the both of us have given our rankings of our top 10.
Yes.
Obviously, Eurovision style with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, and 12 points.
Yes.
Um, Eduardo, would you like to start us off?
Yes, I would enjoy to start us off. My 1 point is going to Krista with Unheard.
Ah, okay, okay, sure. Um, I'm very proud and very happy that I'm finally gonna give 1 point to Mark Anthony Bartolo with Hideaway.
Mark Anthony Bartolo with Hideaway. Okay.
Hopefully he sees this and sees that I like his song.
Hi, Mark Anthony. Anyway, my 2 points will be going to Martina Borg with Yo Listen.
Ah, okay. I'm actually shocked that I put this low, but I think I'm gonna stand by it. My 2 points are gonna be going to La Rata Takeke La La Rata Kaboom.
Okay. 2 points for La La Rata Takeke, La La Rata Kaboom. Okay. My 3 points will be going to, and I cannot believe they're up here. It's The Alchemist with Rubble and Stone.
Sure, sure. My 3 points are gonna be going to Kelsey Bellante with 365.
There you go. I'm glad someone in the panel liked it. Well, I liked it, anyways. My 4 points will be going to Define Gaida with Lab Lab Talk Talk.
I didn't know you liked it that much. Okay.
Yeah, there's something about it that I really enjoy. I don't know.
Okay.
I'm shocked as well that it's here.
Sure. My 4 points are gonna be going to Raquela with silenced. Excuse me.
Not science. Okay. My 5 points will be going to, and I, like you said, I cannot believe they're this low for me. It is Cantera with La La Ratata Keke, La La Rata Kaboom.
I'm actually shocked by that too. Okay. Um, it would not surprise me if our other fellow panelists like Lewis and Logan ranked this higher.
I
Um,
agree. Yeah.
my 5 points, I'm very happy to give to Martina Borg with Yo Listen.
Yes. Okay. My 6 points will be going to Nathan with Concrete.
And we have a match because my 6 points also go to Nathan with Concrete.
Oh my God. Perfect. Okay. My 7 points will be going to Victoria Scribanas with Juno.
Oh, and we have another one. My 7 points also go to Victoria Schuberers with Juno.
Oh my God. Are we going to have the same top four?
I don't think so.
Yeah, probably not. My 8 points will be going to Justine Shortfield with Still I Rise.
Yeah, I figured. Because my 8 points, I know is not going to be in your top 10, but my 8 points are going to be going to Whistleblower by Haley as a Party.
Okay, Whistleblower. 8 points. Okay, my 10 points are going to the icon, the mother, queen herself, Miriana Conte with Kant.
And we have another match. Cons across the board.
Here we go. I think we have the same 12 points. I think we have the same
I
12
mean, we
points.
we there's no way we have it different.
Yeah.
We have different.
My 12 points are going to Kristy Spiteri with Heaven Sent.
Thank fucking God. Kristy, oh gosh. Kristy Spiteri with Heaven Sent.
Yeah. Well, there's no really big need to tell you who won because there's two of us here and two of us gave it the same score. Our winner is Kristy Spiteri with Heaven Sent
Yeah.
with 24 points. Yay.
Yep, there you go.
There you go. With a close second being Miriana with Kant, because of course. Anyways, that's it. Thank you all so much for watching. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, get your merch. The link will be in the description at atlantisgcreation.etsy.com, where you can get all your merch. You can get a shirt, you can get a bottle, you can get your mug, and make sure to check out the rest of our channels where we cover everything from wrestling, reality television, and drag. We cover a lot, and there's a lot coming also on our Patreon, which you should subscribe to. Well, with that being said, I think it's time for us to go. So thank you very much for watching. Cheers!
Cheers.
Oh my God.